In Stokesley you can find the only Way Out, which is a shop that's more than a shop, and I need to explain that Way is spelt W-E-I-G-H, proving yet again that I before E except after C is just so wrong. So you go to buy food which you weigh out, either in your own container or in one that you can buy there, thereby saving on all packaging, especially if it's, naughty word coming up, plastic. It occupies the former premises of the HSBC Bank, and it's run by a visionary couple called Adam and Mary, who, as you will hear, are not just trying to make a living by selling food and other goods. They're wanting to change hearts and minds and play their part in trying to save the world. Well, why not?
The main aim of the shop is just to give people the opportunity to make a difference. Because, you know, you hear a lot of people sort of aren't happy with the way the world's going and the effect that we're having on the environment, but there's very little anyone can do personally. You know, we're not being offered the options, really. A lot of people are concerned about the fossil fuels and, you know, unless you've got a load of money to buy a electric car or something like that.
But what we're looking at now, and I presume this is a dream that you must have had for a while because it would have taken some setting up, is a quite large space, which was, of course, a bank. And I'm looking at a great array of containers which contain all manner of dry goods. And the idea is that people come in either with their own containers or they get a container off you and they refill it and you charge them just for the goods, but not for the packaging. That's the virtuous bit, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So how long has this dream been hatching, shall we say?
About a year. We were concerned that there wasn't much being done by leaders around the world, even after the release of the IPCC report, which warns about the rising global temperature and all of the possible consequences if it does actually reach that temperature. So we thought that the best way to do something is just to create something ourselves.
Yes. It's interesting that you count it from that angle, because it seems to me that there are two crises, and the one that people have latched onto rather more quickly because they feel there's something to do about it is the concern about plastics and recycling and how that's getting clogged up in the oceans and all that. And it seems to me that that's a very important issue to address, and you are addressing that, which is, to me, separate from the climate change thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. The reason Mary was talking about the IPCC report is that, you know, the shop isn't just about reducing plastic pollution, but what it is, it's a platform for all the other ideas that we have and that we know of that aren't being, well, nobody's paying any attention to it. So, but by creating this platform, we are surrounding ourselves with people who are like-minded.
So you're hoping to form a little community around here?
Absolutely.
Yes. So is there any particular reason why Stokesley?
Well, we live in Great Ayton, which is the next town over.
Yeah.
We tried to open up there initially.
Because there have been other enterprises like this, which haven't necessarily done all that well. Do you feel that now is kind of the time?
Yes.
This is the time it's going to take off?
I think so.
And this is the sort of place it's going to take off in?
I think the collective consciousness of the world has been moving towards a revelation. And everyone's kind of starting to realise and visually see the problems and really want to do something about to change
That
it.
sounds like this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Kind of we've reached a tipping point in the way of thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think the demographic around here as well suits, you know, what we're trying to do perfectly. You know, we're on the edge of the North Yorkshire moors. Generally, people who live in areas like this are quite environmentally conscious. There's more retired people who have a bit more time to come and do shopping like this, and also to put, you know, time and money really into thinking about the environment. So I think it's an ideal place.
Does it make a difference that we're also reasonably affluent around here?
I think it does and it doesn't, because we have such a wide range of people who actually come into the shop and everybody cares. And our main goal is to make it accessible to everybody. And what's been really nice is we strive to kind of keep the prices down.
Absolutely. So we want it to be sort of all-inclusive, really. We don't want this kind of shopping to just be exclusive to people who have, you know, extra money and extra time. We try and make it as simple as possible.
I was just going to ask, if you think you are competitive on price?
Absolutely. Most of the people, in fact we hear it every day of multiple people, they will buy various goods and they'll say, wow, that is cheap. Give the impression that it's you know, a high-end sort of shop with a nice experience, but with realistic prices. You know, we try and get as close to supermarkets as we can. Not always possible with certain things, but the beauty of this zero-waste shopping is that you waste less and you save more. So in the long run, by shopping with us, if you just want to cook something in the evening, you don't have to buy half a kilogram of lentils, you can just buy a cup.
Let's start at the door, and here we have all manner of pulses.
Absolutely. So this is lentils, grains and pulses section, as you can see. Salts, couscouses. The main thing you should pay attention to is the fact that we've got organic, non-organic things for most of our products.
Yes.
That way we've got a range in prices, because I know a lot of people like to eat organic, but a lot of people
So
can't
just let
afford
me
it.
talk over you, because you're pointing here to 2 canisters of kidney beans, and the organic are exactly twice as much as the non-organic.
There you go.
So you buy the organic and it's extra virtue. I could ask you why it costs so much more to make the organic beans.
Well, that's because they don't use any chemicals or insecticides, therefore the crop yield is nowhere near as big. You'd assume with the kidney beans that the crop yield was half as big.
This compartment, I could be looking at as kind of staple requirements for a vegetarian diet. Are you promoting vegetarianism as well, by any chance?
No.
Why not?
We're not promoting anything really. Our one goal is to reduce plastic consumption, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. As we move on, we'll be looking at getting more environmentally friendly, sustainably sourcing things. But at the moment, the one thing we are focused on is plastic, and that's it.
Right. Because I mean, there are those who say that if you want to be environmentally responsible, you should be eating a lot less meat, and therefore vegetarian diets become quite attractive.
Absolutely, that's a personal choice, isn't it? But we're offering that option because we don't sell any meat.
We have great emphasis on we don't want people to be daunted, and we think a lot of people making small changes has a far greater impact than a few.
So we're moving on, and we've got the pastas, and again we've got the whole grain and the white, and different kinds of rice.
So as you'll see, a lot of the staples are, very similar prices to the supermarket. Rice, pasta, cornflakes, porridges, things like that.
Eggs, are they very local?
Locally sourced eggs from Great Ayton.
But I did notice that round the back you've got a board on which people are writing their suggestions.
Well, they're all over the shop, suggestions boards. As you
Suggestions
can see, they're full.
Yeah. Let's go in the back, because there's a board there that rather impressed me. We're in the back now, and you can tell me about what's in here as well, but people have put all sorts of suggestions. These are more in terms of hygiene cleaning products and so forth. Dishwasher, tablets, body lotion, moisturiser. Plastic-free salad. It always comes in non-recyclable plastic pack, someone's put. It's all wrapped up in the supermarket, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Often unnecessarily.
Yeah.
all these goodies are from a local company called EcoBright in Stockton. Bamboo toothbrushes, ergonomic and just your standard ones. They've got toothpaste tablets, bamboo cotton buds, and then a range of different facial makeup remover. The wipes that you just throw away, and they last for.
And they don't recycle, do they? Those wipes?
No. Dental floss, and then
The range of dental products, as you can see, we are trying out different companies, see what works, see what people like.
Mouthwash tablets, cotton buds, bamboo toothbrush again.
I think it's vegetable starch, and dental floss instead of it being plastic, so it's all completely compostable.
Wonderful, yeah. Now I'm noticing this as well. You've got a board up that says 1 order equals 1 tree planted. Support farmers in Africa.
Fantastic. We've got shampoo, conditioner bars, facial cleansing soap, and a range of lovely soaps. These are all vegan, SLS, SLES free, and palm oil free, which a lot of our customers are very happy about.
Yeah. Remind me what is so evil about palm oil.
It's a massive cause of deforestation. I think it's one of the cheapest oils to produce, which is why a lot of companies use it as a filler in products. They source it from places like Brazil and rainforest areas where they just flatten the forest and just plant palm oil trees because it makes money, which is understandable from their point of view. But also, if you want to be a responsible consumer, I don't think palm oil is the way to go, from what I know anyway.
So remind me, what am I likely to find palm oil in?
But a lot of cosmetics, crisps.
Crisps?
Cakes,
surprisingly, they're
and
everything.
cakes.
So,
All right. So it's naughty stuff.
Yes.
Right.
It is.
Look out for your palm oil, folks. If it's in what you're buying, don't buy it. Now we've got some big cartons of refillable washing up liquid, stuff like that.
Yeah, this is Ecover. When we did our surveys to see what people wanted, the amount of people that requested Ecover was crazy. So obviously we started off.
It's a well-known brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Ecover. Now we're going to stick with Ecover for a while, but then I think we're going to sort of try other companies.
Toilet rolls there. Now, they do strike me as a bit pricey, I have to say.
Yes.
We thought that as well. However, they're made from 100% recycled paper, and this company, Who Gives a Crap, they donate 50% of their profits that they make to provide toilets and sanitation in developing countries.
Oh, I see. So it's a kind of charitable donation on top of the price,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
it were.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But not only that, you know.
It's about, I think it's about 40% larger than an average
Oh,
toilet bowl.
right,
So it's
okay.
actually, although it's a bit more expensive, it actually lasts quite a bit longer.
And it's nice
A
and
lot
quilted.
denser. Yes.
This is a massive bank vault which betrays the origins of the building. It's absolutely amazing. The alarm system's still up there, but you can probably hear the echo. Oh, you can hear the echo. Yeah, what you've got is some works of art. Some of them mounted, some of them not. And at the centrepiece, you've got a beautiful bluebird.
It's a kingfisher, so...
It's a kingfisher. Of course it
It's
is.
going to
Yeah.
be a beer and wine cellar soon.
Oh, so the art's going to go.
Oh no, we're going to keep the art in here as well. But
And walking down the other side of the shops now, this is more cereal, there's some flowers. I don't mean pretty flowers, I mean flour as you bake with. Oh, this is gluten-free.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
We want it to be inclusive for all people.
absolutely.
Coffee beans, teas, leaf teas.
So we got tea. We're trying to locally source things as far as possible. Coffee here, Ethiopian coffee from North Yorkshire. Not grown in North Yorkshire, but it's roasted over in Malton.
I'm going to say, I imagine that one of your considerations will be food miles, won't it? You won't want to buy stuff that has to come too far to you.
Oh, absolutely. We're trying to minimise that as far as possible. And what's been really nice is a lot of customers coming in have said, "Oh, have you heard of this place?"
You go to network and then encourage other places to set up similarly. And
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, you know, as we move along, we're shopping at changing suppliers, try and find local ones. But as we started out, our main goal, as we said, is to reduce plastic consumption. And these are things that we're going to be adding on as we strive to become more environmentally friendly.
But you're also offering some rather nice stuff. I mean, look at these lovely leaf teas. I'm quite tempted by
it's
those.
amazing stuff,
And here we've got oils. You've got your rapeseed oil. You've got olive oil. Had a dollop of that yesterday. Very good. And spices.
Well, we're right in the market square here as well. It's
a prime
great
site.
location. But in terms of risk, obviously, if we were to go bust anytime soon, it causes an issue. But it's not going to. So
That's confidence, isn't it?
It's been a great response from the local community, and people want this kind of shop. And not only that, I think people need this shop. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck with supermarkets.
Why should you come to The Only Way Out?
You should come to The Only Way Out because it's one of the few places you can visit where you can make an immediate positive impact.
Simple changes contribute to great ones.
I was talking there to Adam and Mary, who run The Only Way Out in Stokesley. And if that felt like free advertising for them, I sort of apologise and sort of don't, because what fascinated me, and what I hope that interview brought out, was not just their products, as their approach to the interconnected crises of climate change and waste plastic. They are part of a community that I sense is growing rapidly in this part of the world, taking in climate action Stokesley and villages, or CASAV for short, churches, uniformed organisations, and a wide range of concerned individuals, from farmers to extinction rebels. If you have visited the shop already, you'll have met Adam or Mary or both, but you might not know that Mary, as well as running a business, is a music teacher and singer-songwriter. And I'm going to wrap this piece up with one of her songs. This is 40 Questions by Only Way Out manager Mary Elizabeth Webb, from the list she has put on Spotify. For Leven Online Radio, I'm Richard Bradshaw.
What you do, what you say, what you feel, what you mean. What you spend your nights dreaming to be. What's your idea of fun? What's the worst thing you've done? If you're American, would you buy a gun? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you need? What you do you always say what you mean? What's the best thing you know? Can you say, do you show? and I'm ecstatic while you're crying away.